Hello, welcome back to another video. This is V and you're watching Buzzing with V. I'd like to share with you my exclusive picks from scrapdivadesigns.com. I will have all of the links listed below if you'd like to check that out. So these are the dies that I picked out personally. I also have a discount code for you. That's V10%. That's VEE10 and the percent sign, which will save you 10% throughout the entire website. The first die set I'd like to share with you is called the Witch Hat Box. It's approximately 5 inches by 5 inches, and the inside of the box is approximately 3 inches, just a little under 3 inches, so you can fit a good amount of gifts, candies, or embellishments. It also comes with the sentiment, and it says Hocus Pocus. And they're separate, and they're quite big. It's approximately 3 inches long for each one and approximately 1.5 inches for the width on that. So the next one here is the Spiderweb mini album. It comes with 4 die sets, so this one is a good one. It's so versatile, so you can use it not just for a mini album but for a box, for a loaded bag, so much, and you can see throughout my channel what I do with them. So the next die set is the Halloween Words number 4. You get 18 die sets in this set and 9 words. The wording reads trick or treat, broom, vibes, bows, parking, hocus pocus, hey boo, and spooky. Definitely a must-have for my Halloween stash. I will be using those for this season. The next die set is the Stamp and Die set. This one is my absolute favorite. It's made with high-quality photopolymer. It is top-notch, so I'm going to have fun with this one. I've been really into stamps this year for Halloween, and so stay tuned for a little project on this one. This one has 14 stamps and 14 die sets, so you do get the die sets, which I absolutely love. It's a must for that. I do not like to fussy cut. However, if it's a favorite of mine, I will definitely fussy cut it. So I've done that in the past too, and so stay tuned for a good coloring on this one. I just love it again, so I just can't get enough of this one. And just how cute are these ghosts? So you get the ghost, you also get the word sentiments as well as the bubble word piece and the bat. So the bat, I will show you what you can do with it. I think it's going to be amazing. Here's the back of that Stamp and Die set. So you can see that it does come with some dies, and I just love that. I forgot to mention the spiderweb and the miniature bat, as well as the bubble that says boo. So all of the sentiments reads, I bat you don't know, I love you, I think you're amazing, spooky wishes, happy Halloween, you're fabulous. So I just love all of those sentiments. The next one is the mini ghost tag. I had to pick this one out because it was a miniature ghost, of course, and you can use it. It's versatile, so I just had to pick that one up. And then the last one is the little spooky Halloween shaker plates, and we need these shaker bits, as well as you can use them as accents through your projects. So I just love that it comes with a bat, it comes with a skull, a ghost, it also comes with a dragonfly and a spider. These are my exclusive picks. Now let's get into the project. Here I'm using the We Are Memory Keepers precision press to press down my stamps. I'm also using the Stazon ink in black, and I'm picking out my stamps that I want. Later on, I do change things up. I am using the bat in this project. I'm also using the larger ghost and the 2 smaller ghosts, and I'm using 1 sentiment. I believe I forgot to mention these stamps and die sets are releasing September 1st, so be sure to mark your calendars and head on over there, because I know that these are going to be sold out. A quick and useful tip for non-stampers or non-seasonal stampers: I would recommend that you stamp multiples before coloring. That way, if you do mess up, you are not upset with yourself. let's get into the coloring. I am using the American Crafts alcohol markers. They're very beginner friendly, and the ones that I am using for the bat is 120, CG5, GG5, CG3. I'm also using a Kelly Art marker, and that's an alcohol marker as well. I'm using the Cool Gray 2, 1. So if you'd like to use Copics, you're welcome to do that as well. You can pick up the pack of grays and blacks, which are perfect for coloring a bat. And I am using the American Crafts alcohol markers, which are very beginner friendly. I can't stress that enough. You only need a few markers to create an image that is acceptable, like I'm coloring here. I haven't used alcohol markers in a while, so I'm very rusty at it. I completely forgot to leave the caps down for you guys. So for the pink, I'm using the 137 as well as the 28 for the ears. And here I'm showing you the Kelly Art markers that I'm using. I am using that Cool Gray 2-1, and I'm also using the 0, which the 0 is the non-colorless blender, which jots out all of the color. Because sometimes with alcohol markers, it tends to bleed, and you need something to correct that. Here I'm coloring the word bubble. I think that's what it's called. And I decided not to use that. It just didn't go with the bookmark, and so I ended up using something else, but I wanted to leave it in just in case someone decides to use that, and I can give you some inspiration on that. I'm using the Spellbinders cutting machine to die cut all of my pieces. This is what I have left. I decided to use the larger ghost and also change up the color for the ghost. Originally I had went with grays. Now I wanted to use some blues and a tint of green as well. And so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to leave both of them in the video. That way someone can get inspiration and decide which color they want to go with. I used the 182 and the 143 in the American Crafts alcohol markers, and I only shade one of the sides. I wanted to just do that instead of shading all of it. I thought that if I could create some sort of lighting coming from one direction, it just would look so much cuter. For the bow on the ghost, I'm using alcohol marker 122, 123, and 198, and I just mix the colors and blend them together. As far as the glasses, I'm using alcohol marker 122 and 22. Here I'm using my gel pen to color in some dots in the eyes, as well as I used it on the bat for the cheeks and also to line the wings and the head and the body. I'm also using a black micron marker in the number 3 to create some eyelashes for both of the ghosts, the large and the small. Please let me know if you love these type of videos. I enjoyed stamping and coloring so much. It's so therapeutic, and it's a nice change from going from paper crafting into stamping. I'm just about finished coloring in my eyelashes with my micron marker. I'm going to go into color in some cheeks for all of the ghosts. And I'm using the alcohol marker in the color 28. It's a very light pink, and I thought it would go well with these ghosts. Here I'm just touching up on the glasses. I'm also going to touch up on the bow. I am using alcohol marker number 5. I thought it needed a little darker tone in that. I wanted so much to add some dimension to that bow and go in with the white gel pen and create some dots and just make the bow look different instead of plain and give it some design. However, I was too chicken to do that. I thought that I wouldn't like it and I would mess up and I would have to start over. I'm using some washi tape to hold down my dies. While I'm die cutting that image out, I want to talk about what I'm doing for the base of the bookmarks. The bookmarks are clear, see-through, and the way I achieve that is through laminator sheets. So I am using my laminator. You are able to use a mink as well. And I'm using also the little spooky Halloween shaker plates, which is a must as well in my stash anyway. So here are the sheets here. I've already die cut out the little pieces already. I'm using the bat and I'm using the ghosts since I went with those images. And so I'm going to lay out all of those pieces as long as the bookmark. So as far as the bookmark, I am using, believe it or not, the 3D embellishment book spine. So if you've seen that release from last month, pick that up and you can create some bookmarks with this. You can also create other things, a box with this. So guys, use your dies to the fullest, and that's what I'm doing here. It's time to assemble this bookmark, and I'm very excited for this part. I'm sandwiching in the laminator piece in between the cardstock. As far as the cardstock, I am using DCWV's paper collection called Boo Crew. And no worries, if you can't find that collection anywhere, you can just use any orange cardstock that you have and it would work fine. I'm going to punch a hole out using my crocodile here from We Are Memory Keepers, and I'm going to do that right in the middle, on the top middle, so that way I can string in my twine. I'm going to use some twine. I wanted to go with a tassel, a paper tassel, but I decided not to, so I thought the twine would look so much cuter. I am using some eyelets as well in the color black. I'm going to do the same to my second bookmark here, and I just love the clear background of both of the bookmarks. As you can see, I have some extra die cuts in orange here, and I'm going to use that to clean up the back of this bookmark. I'm just about ready to glue on all of my die cut pieces, and you can start to see the bookmark forming. And I just love how it turned out, you guys. I haven't did this in a while, so I was very excited. And I'm also using the bats, and I just love how it looks, you guys. Here it is here. Now I'm going to clean up the back with the extra die cuts that I die cut out. And as far as the clear background, it's going to be very minimal. These are very large images, and I wanted it to be clear in some places and not others. However, I'm happy with the end result. If you'd like to create some of these, you can create a solid background and it would still look so cute. I'm starting on my sentiment here and stamping it with Versamark. I'm also using the Recollections embossing powder in the color Snow, and I'm also using a heat tool and the anti-static powdered pillow. It also comes in a form of a bottle like a dauber. Here I'm stringing in some black twine into the eyelet. I'm also tying a bow on the top of that, and this just about concludes the video. I hope you enjoyed this, and stay tuned for another video coming soon.